going on? It's your boy Loren the Barber. Like I said, I'm keeping you posted in Las Vegas at the Las Vegas Barber Expo. You know how I do. I stay further in my education. About to go into my classes right now. Don't know if I can record inside the classes, so I'm saying good morning to all of my followers and let you know that I'm heading in there and I'm going to keep you posted. But main thing you need to do, go to my YouTube channel and follow Loren the Barber. Subscribe while you're there. That's where you'll see all of the exclusive stuff from the Las Vegas Barber Expo. But at the same time, follow all of my social media sites. That's right, that's right. All right.
Don't take any day for granted. You know, me being here right now is 4 weeks off of back surgery. So I had degenerative disc disease. The reason why I had degenerative disc disease, before that, I had a stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So I went through 7 extreme treatments of chemo. I worked every day. If you go on my Instagram or you want to check everything, from March on, I got chemo on a Wednesday, I was in shop on a Thursday. I never stopped. I lost my beard, my hair, I fought. After my 6th treatment, I had ICU. So I went to ICU. If you draw up the picture, you'll see the blood vessels in my eyes. They're all bloodshot. The reason why, I was looking at my daughter, and I felt like if they were going to close, they weren't going to open again. Every single moment that I had, I appreciated. If I died today, my son at my eulogy would have said my dad kept a smile on his face the whole time. I am so blessed that I didn't care if I died, that I was given the opportunity. You know, there's a kid right now that loves jazz music and would trade his best day for my worst day because he can't walk down Bourbon Street and listen to that. I'm in a profession where I get paid to travel down and do the things that I love. God has given me everything that I wanted and more when I'm working with him. So I don't say it and feel sorry or whatever it is, but what I'm saying is even on the worst days and when you're having struggle in life, just look at the small things in life. It's not, and appreciate those things. And when you head to work, take that same energy and apply it on your clients, apply it on yourself, and you're going to see the outcome and you're going to see the fruits grow for yourself. All right? Thank you very much. My name is SharpFade. God bless you.
All right, guys, all the way from Los Angeles, California, the founder of Vatican Barbershop. Been in the industry for more than 14 years, international educator, published artist in many magazines across the world, and the official barber for Monster Energy drink. Give it up for Poke the Barber!
What's up, guys? How are you? Yeah, I love you. We're all given such a gift, you know, and we have the ability to touch people every single day. And I've realized recently that with the platform that I have, not just, you know, social media based, but like I said, we all have the ability to touch people, you know. Use that to illuminate the humans around you. You know, use that platform that you have, no matter what it is, to just raise the vibration of what's happening around us. You know, our industry's small, but it's huge. Props to you guys. You are so lucky to be able to be living your passions and make money doing it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you what I call, I mean, everybody knows what a drop fade is, right? Okay. For anything that I teach right now in terms of fading, it's going to be for my stylist, very one-on-one. And then I know barbers, I love you guys, but I'm going to teach you some shear work. I know you need it, babies. All right? And it's okay. Okay, cool. So drop fade. Drop fade, it arcs above the ears and drops under the occipital. Easy as that, okay? And the reason why I want to teach a drop fade today is that, I mean, essentially what haircuts are, a lot of them are the same around the sides and back, and the same on top. But really what makes the haircut is what's happening around the parietal, right? I can basically take this haircut right here, and it's taken in on the sides, almost like a faux hawk. But if I help him grow it out a little bit and create that space and that length on the side, he's kind of stuck to this haircut right now, which is great because it's such a look. But, you know, when you're behind the chair, you know, especially working with guys, they need versatility, you know. How many times have you cut somebody's hair and, you know, very specifically, and they'll come back, you know, it's flipped to the other side and they're like, oh, this haircut sucks, I'm not able to, like, you know, do this. But anyways, what I really love is versatility. So that's what I'm going to show you guys with this drop fade. So arcing above the ear, dropping under the occipital, what that's going to teach me to do is work my fade going from the bottom up into that parietal, into the top of the hair, instead of working from the top down. You guys did it? Super easy? Love it. For the stylist, if you don't know what going low, medium, or high is, it's basically where you're starting your zero, okay? And when you're deciding that, when a customer is asking you to do whatever, just carte blanche, whatever you guys want, they're basically telling you, and what you have to decide is how much weight, like I said, you want around the parietal. So if you're going low, which I do about 1 finger's low, 2 fingers medium, 3 fingers high, it's not that I'm starting low, medium, or high, it's I'm arcing low, medium, or high, okay? And the reason why I like the drop fade, like I said, is because it drops, a lot of styles nowadays, they keep that weight around that occipital, right? So you're able to do that without guessing, okay? And what's great about what's happening around here is with that drop fade, you're starting low, medium, or high, but you're starting around the temple area, okay? So you're still able to, no matter how high the fade is, you're still able to have a nice little outline around the head. So if you've seen the barbers that do a screamer, like super, super high skin fade, and you're asking like, how are they still able to line it up around the corners? That's how. They're arcing high. They're still able to keep the shadow. I'm going to do about medium, so I'm going to start about 2 fingers up, okay? Arcing above the ear like this, about 2 inches. And what I'm going to do is, anytime a clipper's in my hand, obviously, I'm flicking my wrist, okay? And I'm starting with anything with a lever. So I have my magic clip, super good. Elliot! What's up? Are you coming on stage?
I got a little surprise for you. Yeah, he's gonna come up on stage with you. So I just wanted to introduce him real quick, if you don't mind. Is that all right? Yeah? All right, guys. I want you to give a big round of applause for Elliot, Las Vegas, all the way from Las Vegas, real far. They're more than 13 years in the industry, owner of a very successful barbershop chain here in Las Vegas. I'll let him introduce himself. Much love. Give him a big round of applause.
What's going on, Las Vegas? Let's give it up for my man Bird one more time. Bird! Hope, how are you?
I'm good.
Good seeing you.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Loving it.
Are you guys at the show this morning? Nice, nice. So, obviously, I'm going to be cutting hair. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more on the business side of it and what Squire brings to the table as far as business management software. One of the things that Squire talked about is Squire obviously cannot help us on the artistic or the creative side, right? What Hope is doing here, Squire or business management software cannot help you with that. But one of the things that they can help provide with is things like collecting the data. It's something that I know a lot of us as barbers need to get better with as far as collecting data, managing data, and how do we use that data to make our businesses grow and become more fruitful and prosperous. What's nice about having a management software program like Squire is that it really does give you the ability to collect data, use that data to better manage your business. So one of the things that is really important to me is making sure that I know exactly who is coming in and out of my shop. Now, I'm a business owner. I own LA Company for Men. I have 7 chairs. I've got about 9 barbers on staff. And one of the things that is really important to me is that I know every single person who comes into my shop, what services they get on a regular basis or infrequently, and what products they're using. How many of you guys are currently retailing products in your barbershops right now? So, I would love to come back next year and hear that applause be so much louder. I'm going to tell you why. Retailing or selling products is the #1 derivative of your retention. If you can educate your guests on how to properly style their hair so they can recreate this at home just as good as you can, that's going to establish trust, and it's going to help that customer to come back into your business. How are we doing, Bo? What do we got going on?
Okay, so what I just did, I'm just figuring out the bulbs right now, okay? So like I said, I did my wall, and that's, you know, my base guideline, right? And so I'm going into Baby Butt Smooth. So naturally what I did is I used whatever T-liner you're using, I used my wall designer, and I mean, basically faded that length into my wall clipper close, okay? So I stopped about 2 millimeters out, started flicking my wrist, and now what I'm doing right now is I'm using what I call a potato, but it's obviously not a potato. It's a wall finale, and I'm just gonna ball that out, and I'm gonna do the same thing I did with my previous guard, and I'm just gonna flick up about 2 millimeters underneath it, you know? And some people are really scared of these. You know, a lot of Cosmos, very scared of it. It's nothing to be afraid of. I'm just going to very quickly, so you can speak again, just show you how to create the line and remove it, okay? So a lot of people are very intimidated by these. So what I'm going to do is just create a nice little line here, okay? You guys see that? Ew, right? All right, so what I do is I flip it over, I take the upper blade right here, and all I do is just kiss it away nicely, okay? So I come down and I'm basically just softening the line. So for anybody that's, you know, scared of using both teeth and like getting into it, barbers, it's an old trick, we all know. But for Cosmos, it's Cosmo friendly, and two, it's better than a straight razor sometimes because it goes with and against the grain. You can't necessarily do that with a straight razor. And if you're using a soap agent, it can, you know, get caught in the pores, and then you're essentially gliding over the hair and the soap in the pores. So, I mean, I always use a straight razor after for, you know, for the feel. You know, guys love that.
Just kind of the experience, right?
Yeah, for the experience. But I think this is a very essential tool, and it cuts down your time in cutting as well. You know,
So, Pope, at this point, you know, one of the things that I want to ask you is that motion I saw. Is it just going up, or is it also coming back down with the grain to kind of soften that line out?
yes, I'm also okay with the kissing it away.
Right.
I'm saying.
Right.
So what I'm doing is, so I'll create the line again one more time, and so what I'm doing right here is I'm just coming down on it, just coming down. So there's no upward motion until I see it's not soft enough. So this is just downward, like I said. And then if it's not soft enough, I'll take the corner of this and kind of just chew into it a little bit like that, okay? And then if there's still a little bit of a line, I usually take like a T, whatever T liner, and then I'll just work that up into that, you know, whatever kind of scoops the hair.
Because I'm assuming, Pope, you're a successful barber. One of the things that you want to do is you want to educate your guests on how to recreate those looks.
Yes, of course.
By making sure that you're offering your customers the same exact products that you're styling their hair with is going to help to establish trust. But if that barber would have conveyed the message and really faces you to the mirror and shows you how to apply the product, what product it is that you're using, why you're using that product, how it's going to affect the look of the style that you've created for them, but also what they need to do to accomplish that look at home.
So I've already established all my bulbs, right? And now, so my longest, shortest length would be my wall completely closed. And what I did is I wanted to create a nice little baseline, okay? So I'm clearing space, but I also want to have motive when I'm clearing space. So I know that, so I used the 1, and I went about an inch all the way up and all the way around, and that's going to be my, basically, and why I use that is because I'm not compromising the shape of the haircut. I already know what shape. I know that I want to stop here because I want to have a little bit more weight around the parietal, but also I know that I have about 3 or 4 steps in between, okay? So that's something that I know. Like I said, every haircut and style is just somebody's recipe, you know? So this is my recipe, and I know how much weight I need. So, I mean, for Cosmos or anybody who's learning how to fade, take note that from here, from all the way closed to that 1, it's about an inch, and now I'm going to go increments in between. And before Elliot speaks again, I'm just going to tell you guys, so I have about 4 increments in between. I I do what's called notch fading, okay? So I break my clipper up into 4. I have 1 all the way closed already, 2 a quarter of the way open, 3 3/4 of the way open, and 4 all the way open, okay? So I'm going to fit that in those increments in between, and then between all the way open and a 1, I have a 1/16, okay? So everybody understands that, right? Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to wrap up. Okay, so I finished the fade. Oh gosh, there's so much I did in between, but I had the 1 established. I did the notch fading, 1/16 in between, and then I just finished it off with that 1.5 clip, and that's what I wanted the parietal to feel like, is that 1.5. Anything above the 1.5, I do a clipper with a 1 guard and my comb, because if you ask yourself which hand is going to mess up the haircut, it's going to be the comb hand, right? So what I do is I have my 1 on here, wherever it may be, and like I said, comb, and basically I'm marrying what's happening around the parietal with what's happening here, because essentially this is a 1 and this is a half, okay? So to take out that grunt work and essentially, working on your hand movements, you're just marrying the 2 lengths like this. So that's kind of saving you. It's a little hack. It's saving you a little bit of time, and you don't have to worry about bringing it in too much and essentially compromising the weight that you work so hard around the parietal. Okay. Worked into. So all of this saved me doing the drop fade. It was great because it saved me all of this weight right here that I really want. And so I don't even have to think twice about the occipital length right here. What I'm doing right now is establishing and actually keeping the fringe length as that Caesar. I just went across, with my 6.5 shears blunt across. And what I'm going to do is hold everything up a quarter of the way up here. I don't do any fancy partings, especially right now. I don't really have the time to. So I used a quarter of the way up. I established that fringe length, and what I'm going to do, these are basically going to be 2 haircuts. Establishing that fringe length, setting it down, and holding everything about here 90 degrees. Point cutting, peaks and valleys, like I said, and having motive with that point cutting, right? So I'm removing length 1, so it's going to be a little bit deeper, but mostly I'm going about 1 inch deep and creating more of those. The more peaks and valleys, the more texture, okay? So he doesn't need too much going on here. I love it. I'm saving this weight here because I want to help him grow it out.
As I'm leaving, what I would like you guys to take from my whole part of this presentation is I want you guys to really think about how you want to grow your business, how you want to move forward as a business partner, as a business owner, as a business person, and what your brand really means as far as your business goes. Guys, you cannot sell you. And a lot of us as barbers, we think that we're going to cut hair forever. In order for you to be able to sell your business, or for that business to have true value, that business needs to show profit and it needs to show revenue. In order for you to do that, you have to be able to capture data. You have to be able to collect information. You have to be able to report the amount of money that's coming in and out of your bank account. A program and a business management software tool like Squire can help you guys do that. So think about how you can elevate your business, not just from cutting hair, which is an essential part of being a successful barber and hair cutter, but also how are you going to elevate your business, and that is also an essential part as an entrepreneur. A great barber is not just a great hair cutter. A great barber is also a great entrepreneur.
For several years, and I'm not going to mention no names, companies been pimping us, sending us a free gel for a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Like sending us a $1.99 Amazon necklace for like a shout out because you got 6,000 followers. And I don't think it's fair. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they got fat salaries, pensions, and all that stuff, and they just want to, extort us for our following. The barber is the last house on the block for marketing nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. LeBron did a show called The Barbershop, all right? Apple did their last iPhone, or 2 iPhones ago. Where was it held? Where was the commercial held? In the barbershop. Why? Because Amazon's shutting down Best Buys, Amazon's shutting down Toys R Us. Kids aren't going to the malls no more, they're playing Fortnite. Malls are being shut down. And we're the last place where people talk and congregate. So we have something to offer, and that's called marketing. Each and every person in this room should be utilizing marketing. And I've had the ability to work with this crew, help form the team, Neighbors for Barbers, and they're just going to tell you a little bit on what's going on with them, and not to blow up their spot or anything, but not only do they get paid for these tours, very good amount of money daily, but they get a piece of the pie on the sales of their actual products that go out there. And that's what it's all about. Know your worth. I'm going to have Vinny, my boy Proper, the ex-barber, another wildcat. He's all the tattoos and stuff, he's really not that scary, everybody. And give it up for him, give it up for the Babyliss team. They're going to come talk about some business, and Rob's going to do a sick haircut design.
And the first artist that I'm going to bring up to stage is one of my absolute favorites. She was the 2017 Barber of the Year. She was the 2018 Barber of the Year. And in 2019, they wouldn't let her go because she would have been Barber of the Year. And notice I didn't say Lady Barber, because she is a barber. She is one of my absolute favorites. She is the most humble and one of the most talented. Get loud for Sofie's Hot Stay Cold. Come on, you guys don't like Sofie? Come on, so the next person I'm gonna bring to stage is my biological brother. You guys might confuse us a lot. We look a lot alike. He is one of the most humble cats I've ever met. And walking around Atlanta with this dude is like being with the bear. It is the coolest thing I've ever seen. But his attention to detail is meticulous. The way he presents himself is perfection. He is a consummate professional, and he is one of my absolute biggest inspirations. Show love for Atlanta's Hawk the Barber. Talk to him.
Oh, man, the energy is amazing in here. Before me and Sofie walked in here, I could just feel the energy before we even came past the walls. I didn't even see this classroom. And just to see so many of y'all out here, man, I can't thank God enough, man, because once again, God gets all the praise all the time, man. Oh, man, I love y'all, bro. For real, man. For real, man. I thank God every day for this, man. Thank y'all.
You guys see the resemblance, right? You guys know who this last one is. My man's over 1 million followers on Instagram. He's a multiple shop owner. He has transcended barbering because he's not a barber, he's an artist. He makes art with laundry, he makes art with salt, he makes art with noodles, he makes art with wood. He makes art with anybody. He'll probably turn us into a picture by the end of this. Do me a favor, one time, Las Vegas. I need to see this place go nuts right now for my man, Rob the Original!
I made a prayer, I asked God, I said, God, listen, this is what I'm seeing that you're showing me that I'm supposed to do. So as you're showing me this, I want you to take the steering wheel for me. I want you to guide me through this journey. And there was a few things that I asked for throughout my journey. I want to be one of the best barbers alive. I tattooed BB-8 on my arm. This is one of the very first tattoos I got, and that stood for Best Barber Alive. Now when I came across a lot of barbers, most barbers thought I was competing with them. They felt like, what you mean you're the best barber alive? You know, I'm better than you, or it's a lot of barbers that's better than you. I wasn't competing with nobody. I was competing with myself. And that's what I try to install inside of a lot of barbers and stylists, that you're not out here trying to compete with anybody else, man. You're competing with yourself. And then that you wake up, you want to be better than you was yesterday. So that's always the main goal. And once I seen God just delivering everything that I asked for, by 2015, I did a competition down in Miami for Blurry Phase. I don't know how many of y'all was there. I show hands at the Blurry Phase Expo. Okay, a few. And it was for Best Barber in America. I did 2 categories that night. Before I went, I just want to backtrack a little bit. Before I went down there, I was just going to that show just to network, shake hands, get myself away from the shop, you know, network, all that good stuff. And the week of, literally, the week of that show, I paid for 2 of my clients' flights and hotels to get down there so I could battle. God put it on my heart to battle that week. I said, all right, I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna get that money. That's exactly what I did. I went down there and got that money. I did old school competition. I did best barber in America. Now, when I tell you, once again, this is something that I asked for. I didn't know when it was going to come. I didn't even know it was going to be that competition. But for me to win that, God pretty much just showed me, like, I will give you everything that you asked for if you stick with it. So I said, okay, cool. God gave me that. Literally a couple weeks later, people kept asking me, they said, oh, what's next for you? I said, I don't know, man. I felt like I done pretty much touched it all, everything I wanted. I got my own shop. You know, I cut celebrities, and, you know, I feel like I'm one of the best barbers out. I said, I don't want to ask for nothing else. I said, whatever you put in front of me, that's what I want to take on. A couple of weeks later, Baby's called me. Baby's called me and asked me for the opportunity to work and pretty much be an educator up on stage, showcasing the platform and showcasing my work. So once I got into that, that was something that, once again, I've never seen myself doing that. I remember the very first show I went to was IBS New York. The show I went to, it was crazy. It was kind of like a crowd like this. I thought I would be doing more so just platform work on the side. A couple artists got off stage and told us, hey, we need y'all to go up there and talk, we need you to go up there and educate. I said, educate in front of who? They was in front of all the people, and I said, well, I ain't really signed up for that. I thought I would just kind of be over here just doing, you know, cuts on the side. But they said, no, this is what you're supposed to do. So for me, this is something new that I was walking into. I was afraid to talk in front of people. I was nervous to talk in front of people. I'll say probably 85% of the world is afraid to talk in front of people. That's just something that we have in it. But over time, it got better. And it's just amazing to see how far Babies has came. When we first started working with them, our clippers wouldn't all it necessarily, but when we came out with the metal collection, that's when it took off. And for us to see our faces on clippers, not is it only motivation for us, but it's motivation for y'all as well, man, because like I said, this is something that I never wrapped my mind around. And to be able to see barbers getting presented on a box of clippers, man, it's just amazing, man, because once again, we can take this thing so far, man.
So my name is Sofie. I'm on Instagram as Bagel31. And what helped me kind of move past those things is coming to a show, coming to seminars, and just hearing people's stories, because what that allows us to do is that you're able to see an extension of what somebody else can do with barbering. Because when I first started cutting hair, people weren't even interested in knowing, like, oh, you're a barber? That sounds interesting. Let me hear more about what you do. It was just more like, oh, that's cool, and then just kind of like toss it to the side. And I always felt that. So over the last couple of years, my main thing is just to also spread a lot of information on just like that there's so many different things that we can do with hair, with barbering, that you can make a really good living. You can do just cutting hair and make a good living, because when I first started, they're like, you need to do hair color. Money's only in hair color. But I didn't enjoy hair color, you know, so I was trying to figure out how do you make men's hair work for you and make a really good living. So it was about, so when I went to the seminar around my 4th year, I think that's when it kind of changed the game for me, because I started learning about valuing and building packages in the shop. So you're able to charge more per slot. So now you're able to free up more time to spend with your families, to spend more time to build content, to market yourself, because I think that's what's key. Once you start learning, because here's the thing, everybody works hard. It's not like no one's lazy or anything. We all put in the same amount of hours, but sometimes you're not putting in the same amount of hours that's going to help you reach another level. And the hard thing about that is figuring out that it has to be an authentic and genuine intention behind that, or else the things aren't going to align and opportunities don't get in right back.
For most of my career, I've done clipper work, razor work, and then enhancements last. That's the way, in the exact same order that I would use it. Right? But now, not even a year, probably less than a year, I started using a different technique that helps me create so much faster and so much precise, and it looks much more like the image. So what I do now, I basically cut down the hair down to a level short, like a level 1 or a level like a half or 0.5, and I sketch the drawing first. Not really sketch, because I draw it with detail. But then I go back with trimmers and remove around the drawing. Does that make any sense? When you draw on hair, you're working with hair and the scalp. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I remove hair with the trimmers, the scalp is going to be my whites. The hair is going to be my color. Whenever I sketch with the pencil, which I use the eyeliner makeup, I'm going to cut around whatever I sketch, so there will be hair there. So when he does go back and shower, It's not gonna look exactly the same like it's gonna look with the color, but at least the design will be there. And it'll be carved in there. Drawing on haircuts have got me on TV shows in countries I don't even know how to speak their language, like Russia. Like, I've been on TV shows in Germany. There's America's Got Talent in the US. Over there it's called Dust Plus Star or something like that. And they had me there on their show. I've been on TV shows in Brazil. Actually, some of my biggest following is in Brazil, which is pretty cool because I don't speak their language, but you can tell just how much they appreciate what I do. And to me, that means a lot, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm serving a purpose in this world because I'm actually, you know, inspiring other people to step out of their comfort zone and create artwork on hair. I'm not gonna say that I invented designs because I did not, but I feel like my artwork and me stepping out of the box and doing random drawings on heads really help so many other people around the world. And to me, I could die tomorrow and at least I already served the purpose. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say with that is that you guys can serve a purpose as well and make a difference, you know what I'm saying, in people's lives and change people's lives. When I started with designs, I had the old school mentality of, yeah, it's gonna be all clippers, and if it washes off, like, I want it to be all clipper work. And I had that mentality. So when I started seeing enhancements on hair, I was against that. I was like, man, that's cheating. Like, why are you gonna draw on a haircut? You know, that's not real. This is before enhancements were accepted yet. You know what I'm saying? There was another barber in my town that started doing portraits around the same time I did. I'm not gonna say no names because he was a hater. I'm not gonna give him no 1 minute of fame. But anyways, this hater was hating on me because he was saying like, yo, like your stuff is, you know what I mean, like it's whack, it's not. And I never paid attention to that. I was so focused on my own craft that I didn't even know who he was, you know. But what I'm trying to say is that the enhancements really helped me so much. Because yeah, I was doing designs for like 6 years without enhancements, and they were good, but there's only so much you can do with hair. You're working with hair fibers. You're not working with pencils or paint or coloring. You know what I'm saying? This is before you apply enhancements. So of course, you're not going to be able to do a portrait that looks exactly like a picture with just hair. So the moment that I saw enhancements, oh, I got a story for that real quick. So I went to a barber battle, right? I've only competed probably like 4 battles in my whole life. And when I went to this barber battle, I remember that I lost to the guy that was the hater and to another guy that was an apprentice for me. I lost, and I was 3rd place, and they were 2nd and then 1st, right? So I lost in this competition, and when I did, I was like, man, fuck that. You know, I was pissed. I was mad at myself. I was like, what? But it's because I had that. Like, why are they winning? So then I was like, these fools want to paint on haircuts? I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to paint? Oh, I can paint. So I went back to the lab and I said, all right, so I started doing portraits and I started adding enhancements, and that was the end of their career.
All right, now that wraps it up. Live from the Las Vegas Barber Expo. As y'all see, we bringing in nothing but the best content, nothing but the most exclusive stuff, the most exclusive events to Loren the Barber YouTube channel. So make sure that y'all subscribe, y'all push that like button, y'all comment, and y'all subscribe, and y'all share these videos because this ain't nothing but the best knowledge. If you in the barber game or even the hair industry period, this is where you need to be. This is what you need to stay posted up about because this is what's gonna take you to the next level. You know, you can sit behind that chair all you want, and then you get sick about what you're doing, and you wonder why your income not coming up because you're not investing into your craft. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be at all of these battles. You got to be at all of these hair shows. You got to get up here and network. That's all we've been doing. You got to, you know, whatever is conducive to the goal that you have in your head, you can't be scared. You have to get out here. You have to do it, and you have to invest. And everybody that we interviewed is a testament to that. You heard the knowledge that Jackie, Floyd Mayweather's personal barber, had told you. You know, she did it. She came from the bottom up. Hawk came from the bottom up. The Success Addict came from the bottom up. All of these guys that we interview, everybody comes from the bottom up, you know? So it's just a testament. So Loren the Barber YouTube channel, live from the Las Vegas Expo. It's a wrap. Until next time, like, comment, and subscribe.